salty about this chat. Like,
it really, like...
that actually happened to me yesterday.
You got so much salt. And the Zeus pickup is our last one.
Ooh, I do like this. Although, it's still against a anti-mage. And Bane is
Mushi didn't delay. Like, he picked this up. They're looking for combos right now.
I mean,
that's got to be it.
Yeah, you've got a lot of global presence and stuff. A lot of burst damage. You've got to put pressure on early, though, because AM and when people start to pick up Glimmer Capes, things get really dicey. Glimmer Cape. Oh, what an item.
At least got nerfed a little bit with the resistance of Cloak being taken down a notch.
True, true.
Well, it's not as resistant. But yeah, Team Secret, they got a lot of aggression available. The Zeus up against the Invoker, however.
10 seconds.
I'm interested to see who really comes out on top of that lane. Like, can we have enough presence that he actually wins against Mushi without just having to go for, like, what, a tornado, like a Colossal Wax build, tornado and EMB?
You go Alacrity, you right-click the Zeus a few times, should be fine. This should be a matchup I think that you trade farm in, if I remember. Like, the last time I played this matchup, it's been a while, just because Zeus is not a hero that I was playing in the last patch at all, but I think you just spam out Arc Lightning and you trade CS, and then eventually you'll try to look up for opportunities with the Nature's Prophet to set your ultimate up and stuff like that, so that you have a lot of global presence on the map.
Do you ever read those Asterix cartoons?
No.
And there was a hero called Asterix. Actually, no, it wasn't called that. Like, you had like Obelisk Asterix. Okay, then you won't understand. Like, I think he looks like the guy called the cartoon character called Asterix. Yeah, the books were called Asterix.
30 seconds.
It's classic.
This is like an anime thing?
Yeah, there he is. They were oh wow, I've actually forgotten all the details of it, but they basically drink special potion and get like huge amounts of, like,
I love that you know more about this
strength.
comic than you do about Earth Spirit. Good stuff.
Oh, wow, Blitz! What? Would you allow me to put my balls on the table so you can chop it off with a knife? Thanks, Blitz.
Hey.
Wow. But it's fine. I'm actually happy I don't know about Earth Spirit. I'm actually going to be really sad I have to go and actually study him now.
I mean, it's all good.
I know about
Don't
the
get
other
triggered,
ones.
Toby. You gotta just play more. Alright, this Earth Spirit though.
I refuse to play Earth Spirit.
It's all good, dude.
I will watch him, I will study him, but I will refuse to play Earth Spirit. I will not salty myself with that.
Yeah, so in this mid lane, should be okay. The only thing we all have to worry about is the rolling death ball, but I'm sure he can avoid that. And Mushi, like we talked about, he's going to try to play on the high ground, and the reason he does this is so that he doesn't trigger any stick charges, plays high and away, but some of them you just, unfortunately, you have to arc for. You don't have the best damage.
What do they want to go on here? They're keeping back from net. I thought for a moment they might just group up a little bit and just go for a Nightmare and attack, just to burn off the mana of the PA, take away something or of net to remove that heal of his.
Yeah, they decide to go for the aggressive dual lane themselves, and Misery's going to be in a one-on-one against Ohio. Ohio going to get the Orb of Venom just to harass him out a little bit, and the animation for Prophet's pretty sick, so it should be pretty hard for Ohio to die here. And most importantly, what this does is it allows your Prophet to TP into this tri-lane and help out eventually. And the Earth Spirit's even rotating top now too. I don't know when the last time I've seen it in an aggressive tri-lane though, to be honest. Most of the time in my games it just roams, and I haven't seen it enough competitively.
Well, as you said, it can do anything. Ball's in right now on the Pylite dive, but Puppy, well, actually Handy-Mage blinks himself in and removes a lot of life off DJ. Pylite's got another decay in a moment, and they're fairly grouped up. DJ gets back far enough he doesn't get hit by it. Secret instantly trying to get aggressive. They realize that Fnatic are coming at them.
I mean, this top rune is going to be secured by DJ. As Mushi picks up a bounty rune. Doesn't do too much for either side, but he's going to have boots. Pretty standard so far with how things work out.
He actually didn't take his boots. Like, he's got the 2 shared tangos. I think now he's realized the boost didn't transfer when he's in the river.
It's because of the clarity. It messes up your... You think for a second that you'll have a slot. He should pop the clarity right now, I think.
He's burning the bottle charges and going to send the bottle back. So looks like he'll trade the bottle for the boots.
Yeah, it's fine.
Top lane wraparound to ADTR. He doesn't have Phantom Strike, so he can't just blink himself away, but with a Stifling Dagger, he'll keep Pylai Die off the back of net. They've still got the heals available, so they're not going to find the kill on this duel off lane. But definitely adding a lot of pressure and burning through the consumables of both net as well as ADTR.
And this isn't going exactly how they had imagined. The Invoker's getting free farm. The Slardar, I guess, is the one that's the most gimped, but even he's doing perfectly fine. And probably the worst thing about this is that the Earth Spirit just hasn't really been able to get anything going. It's not like you're... I guess he's stacked a little bit, but... Okay, in this mid lane, Weeha's going to get gone on.
Yeah, there's that
He's
ball
got the
forward,
Invoke up,
but
though.
yeah, with Tornado, he buys some space. You're right, like, what is meant to be this this purpose of Earth Spirit? Like, you pick up the Earth Spirit to do what that someone like an Earth Shaker wouldn't achieve when he rotates.
Man, let's not compare those two heroes.
Okay.
Just like, come on, man.
I went for the 2 rock kind of builds.
Don't embarrass yourself, Toby. You just pick Earth Spirit and hope
I'm
she'll
trying
works out.
to understand. Okay, so Earth Spirit, when he ganks on Weeha, what's the play? Like, you're level 1. What kind of level do you need to make the Earth Spirit work?
That's the biggest issue, is that he's level 1 right now. Like, he doesn't deal damage, he doesn't have a stun, he doesn't have the grip. Like, this is probably the biggest issue. It's just that if you're level 2 or 3, there's a lot more that you can accomplish with the hero. DJ's even going to go for that top rune, but it's a little bit too late. Misery getting the arcane.
Pylai going for it. They dropped the tombstone. The Tornado's a little bit too far away, but Pylai Die tries to body block up against DJ, and the world shall rejoice as the Earth Spirit dies.
This is pretty rough. Like, everything is going completely wrong for this Earth Spirit. Like, he's still level 1. He's like barely stacked up a little bit, but things have been hard. And even though ATTR, he had Dagger, he only has 4 CS right now at 4 minutes, averaging 1 a minute right now. Just really rough situation to be in. I guess it was a tri-lane that they zoned him out of pretty well, but still, when you're supposed to dual lane like this, you're not supposed to get this sacked. Especially when you're comparing it to the AM's farm, who's like 6xing you right now.
Yeah. And this is EE's anti-mage. This is the hero which, even when he's behind, he's still able to get back in front. If you give him an advantage at the early point of the game, you're in for a world of hurt going into the mid-game. And there's been no real presence. Like, you look at someone like an Alliance Prophet with Admiral Bulldog, like he TPs instantly into a fight when then there's even a slight opening. He'll go in, even if there's no Sprout available, he'll just TP himself up, create a couple of trees, and try and go for the body block. In this case, like, what does Ohio really achieve? Like, they send him now into the jungle so ADTR can farm at the bottom lane. There's been no openings coming the way of Fnatic.
Alright, so ADTR, just... Alright, I think that he's, again, it feels like he's missing a little bit too much CS, but not something that we necessarily have to focus on.
It's just something which can hurt, obviously.
Yeah, you need to get these CS right now, because you're so far behind already that this is not a position that you're even further behind than you normally expect. But this mid lane continues to go perfectly fine for this Invoker. Starting to pick up a lot of farm now.
I actually put Ohio in the mid lane to try and defend against this. But at the same time, I'm looking at Puppey. Yeah, they're going to 3-man smoke, walk up onto the hill, and then rotating down to the bottom lane. If they can keep ADTR down, there's no momentum from him, or is it more looking for the Prophet?
No, I think you kill him right now.
If you just go for the PA?
If you kill him, well, you're going to get control of the Dire or the Radiant jungle, and I think if you kill this PA, his game is over. Like, there's no real good way to put it right now.
Oh, the Observer. They find Net instead. With the Cold Snap, Misery's going to rotate over. And ADTR came too far up. Will allow Misery to go for this crush. And he catches out ADTR, but Zeus lets the lightning fly. Pylai Die, at least he's got the Tombstone down. So they got a little bit of help in the Tornado from Weeha. Buys some space, but Mushi just arrives, picks up a double kill. Now mop up the Tombstone, which is worth even more these days. Which goes into the hands of Ohio. And that's the first good thing that's really gone the way of Fnatic.
It's time for balance to demand it. Alright, no, he's gone, he's good, he's good.
Ball forward.
Weeha knows what's going on. Oh, does he?
I don't think he does.
No, you don't.
Mushi takes the third kill.
Oh, what an unbelievable hero. He's like level 3 and he's just most utility in
Puppey's
Dota.
as well. Like, he's still got another boulder available. Puppey's coming back down again. As the creep waves comes in from side, ADTR blinks himself forward with that Phantom Strike, and they're chasing after Puppey. One more attack. There it comes in from DJ. There will be a revenge, so Mushi does go down. A big spree being ended there by Misery, but DJ, yeah, this time he should be dead. Misery will just bash him down for his own double kill. And he's chasing after. He triggers the stick charges, looking for ADTR, who's already salving up. End up cancelling, and Ohio actually TPs in very defensively to help out his teammate.
And let's just looking at chat, a bunch of OS frogs is pretty.
we have really forced this. I say you forced.
Dude, I think it's hilarious. I just love watching that hero. I mean, that fight looked like it was gonna go so well for Secret. They immediately find the dazzle, but they're not able to burst him down, and most importantly, it just takes them a little bit too long.
Misery step. Mushi's burst damage is unbelievable.
He's getting really active on the map from the get-go too.
Wait, hang on. He gets the lens.
Yeah.
Okay, he's basically like, what's it, like the flat cannon from the wall all the way back. It never has to come in close to do anything.
Hey, it's just such a good item. It's cost efficient. It doesn't. It's pretty cheap. Most importantly, it gives you kind of everything that you need just for like 2,300 gold. For a hero like Zeus, it pumps up your mana. The range on the bolt is something that you really need. Oftentimes, you'll have to get mass mobility to be able to do something, just so you get in range without getting bursted down immediately. And obviously, the spell damage output is probably the most important to try to counteract when people decide to go for the
Right now, Team Secret, even though they've lost their bottom tower, like, you put EE back into the jungle. Like, he's got his Perseverance 9 minutes in. The Battle Fury still looking on time. He's got 72 CS as this anti-mage. He's not the top. Actually, he's just the top net worth above that of Mushi. But Mushi's walking around with 4 kills and 1 assist. And EE hasn't been involved in anything. Secret are just going by themselves.
He doesn't have to, though, because he knows that once his hero gets on top of the Zeus, there's not a whole lot that you can do, even with the increased magic damage. Just in case, even if you, like, I don't know how much catch they have. I guess they have Earth Spirit, but aside from that, this has to be like a really mid-game focused kind of lineup. Because I don't think you have enough ways to kill the anti-mage. This kind of reminds me of when Fnatic had to play, or Fnatic played YIGI in the group stage of the majors, and then YIGI kind of boxed themselves into the corner because they had no counter, or they had no catch for the anti-mage. It's like, you're kind of on a timer, you have to do a lot.
That tornado prop is still on the way in, but ADTR, he's going to go down. The lighting is still, however, available for Mushi, so they kill off Weeha, and the sprite control from Ohio going to ensure the kill over on Pylite Eye. Misery wants to jump into this one. He's got the double damage rune, and the crush, he can't get there in time. Ohio just TPs himself out as rocks go flying.
That bolt timing was really sick by Mushi. He cancels the stun animation at the last second just to ensure that his Slardar gets out. And this global presence lineup is actually working out really well for Fnatic so far. Like, they're getting a lot of presence on the map, and it's kind of making Secret a little bit more gun shy. So you can't just commit to a fight. You know that there's going to be the NP ult plus the Zeus ult. The major problem for them is just that
they got Misery. He starts to TP. The boulder comes in, and well, there goes your TP. Tornado coming in from Weeha with the EMP combo. Misery trying to get the crunch off. He'll be unable to do so.
That could have been a really good turnaround for them. The damage might have been enough for them to kill the Phantom Assassin if he gets set off.
Probably would have been, because Invoker came in with a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's a little bit deceptive, but he also had the Urn Charge ticking down the PA.
It's like 2 right clicks, though. Should have been able to do it.
Yep. That's actually really critical as well for Misery. He was very close to completing that Blink Dagger of his. So his timing will be slightly delayed on that.
It's more, I think the biggest part there, too, is that they got their PA involved. Get some XP on him. Kind of reset him back into this game. You can tell his confidence might have been taking a little bit of a hit.
Magnetizes online.
Nice.
Yep. Level 6 is now up on that Earth Spirit. As Ohio starts adding the pressure into the mid lane. Mushi's got his combo up and running. He's even going to give himself an easy bounty rune on the top, so bottle charge all the way back up to full mana. And they're looking for the opening. Ohio's very forward here, but then Mushi starts with the lightning bolt over on Weeha. Ohio's going to lose most of his mana, but he's still got enough for a Wrath of Nature, so Mushi hoping for another combo, and the Wrath of Nature with the Zeus combo, with the Zeus ulti, grants the vision so the bouncers keep going.
Isn't quite enough for them to pick up any kills, but it should at least allow them to secure this mid lane. And this is a pretty significant tower for them to take early on. You need some pumped up gold, and you have to put pressure on the map, because while all of this is happening, he's just like happily farming away. He's about to pick up a Battle Fury at the 13-minute mark, which I believe that's perfectly fine, especially since he has treads.
Yeah.
He's already got 104 CS at 12 short minutes into this game.
Yeah, he's the happiest anti-mage in the world. Like, there is nothing that disturbs his farm.
It's just hard to gank him. You have to make sure you kill him. I bet the Earth Spirit and the Zeus could do it, though.
Top tower is under attack.
Like, you go in with the Earth Spirit, you silence, you nuke him, you drop your ulti, then Zeus just bolt and ultis. But that would have to be like, you'd have to guarantee yourself the kill. You can't waste time with this kind of lineup.
I love the rotation time. This always happens with the EE. The second he probably feels like they're going to come and gank him, or they're going to force out the top lane, aka his opponents, he just switches the lane. So now EE comes down to the bottom lane, starts his farm here. It's a little bit more efficient for the anti-mage now if there's a couple of ancient stacks, because he's also got a small little camp he can farm up on the side. So there's a little bit more money on the field. Secret's now going to 4-man smoke, so he has the pressure of the tier 1 tower. Support does TP down. It's going to be ADTR waiting to attack, and, well, a very aggressive blink forward. Just to creep skip it out, but with DJ arriving, they're actually starting Roshan. And anti-mage, well, you're silenced, you're stunned, and you're actually blinking forward and killing couriers. He's still affected by Magnetize. He can't get rid of the bloody thing. Blinks away from the bolt of Mushi. But what is... Fuck this game. How is that? How is that Dota? Team Secret will take Roshan. DJ's going to roll himself forward. Pumping a little bit of trouble as Ohio will TP in to finish the job here. The Team Secret, they still lose 2. The rocks come up. Stunning Weehar and Pylai die. They're going to go another one. A stifling dagger's going to grab the kill as they leave and run away. It's 11-5. You've got the Agassi ball at least in the hands of Weehar. But Fnatic capable of chasing down and finding some kills.
Hey, what do you want me to analyze, man? Just the hero like kicked a rock halfway across the map and then silenced the other dude. It was pretty funny.
I understand why he's a support, because he doesn't even need to have levels or items. Like, as long as he hits level 6, that's it. Like, the game is over.
Yeah, it was pretty funny to watch. It's a really good combo though. Like, they have enough to kill E every single time. Somebody in chat saying we're overreacting there, Spirit. We're probably underreacting, to be honest. It's pretty funny though to watch, because I think the entertaining part about it is there's no hero quite like it, which I guess is really cool, because just the fact that he could go in like that, and he is playing it really well. Past the fact that he was like level 1 at 5 minutes into the game or something like that, and he's still able to be this effective. Like, he's overtaken Puppy, who was in a tri-lane in levels right now, considering that he had no lane whatsoever. But when we actually analyze the game, what we should talk about here is that the Orchid's almost complete on the Invoker, and this is something that will destroy the Earth Spirit. Like, the Earth Spirit can't do anything against that.
Yeah.
It's good against the Dazzle too, especially if you're Quas Wex, you can get in position behind the Dazzle. It's kind of like having a Shadow Blade, which is a Weehaw special, and most importantly, they picked up the Aegis. Like, you lost some heroes, big deal. Your anti-mage is still your anti-mage. It's perfectly fine. Your Invoker's still moving forward. It's just the fact that the Zeus is now getting stronger. Like, Mushi's on his way towards that Aghanim Scepter of his, and with the Orchid already on the Prophet, like you said before, like, all you need is like the Zeus plus the Earth Spirit to find a kill. When you got that Prophet TPing in with an Orchid of his own, like, it's when he is actually be careful about where they're watching him. And these streams have been pretty good from Ohio. He keeps microing them out to get good vision of where Secret are moving. Yeah, what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to bait out AM because they know that the Earth Spirit will most likely come from. They don't have the Orchid, unfortunately, but with the Aegis advantage that they have... Blink forward, get the crossover on Mushi. Kill him off very, very quickly. He actually buys up the Bloodstone recipe, so it's going to be a Bloodstone Zeus here as his first major item. Radiant structures are fortified. And they'll go for the tier 1 tower. It's a lot more reliable than going, for example, Aghanims. Like, I feel like if you go Aghs versus a Zeus, you just fall behind in the farm department a little bit too much, which is why you see players like Fada decide on Lina, instead of going for the Aghanims, even though it is a good upgrade, to just go for the Bloodstone so that they can continue to scale into the game.
Bottom lane, Misery. Gonna try and charge himself down, gets the amplification over on Ohio, so there's no hiding inside the Sprout. But there's TP coming in from net.
Ohio
so
does
they
have
force
an arcade.
rotations down, which actually makes an opening for Team Secret to fight.
Yeah, they've got ward vision of behind the tower. I think they want to get into this engagement.
It's a little cluster though, because the vision cuts this line. Because it's a little bit higher up into the tree line.
Yeah, Ohio's actually amped up, and they've got vision behind the tower. They know that everybody's here.
Oh,
The bolt's going to reveal this too.
He gets an aggressive weave, but okay, there goes the rock, goes through Paladai as well as Puppy. The tombstone is down, but now Misery runs himself forward. The Magnetize will be there, but the Mana Void spilling out the damages. Invoker who finds the kill. They have to split themselves up. We are trying to survive. They soul rip him up, and they have managed to bring down the Ember Spirit, the Earth Spirit.
Oh, they
Even
get
the
another
couriers
courier.
as well. He keeps finding this. Ohio actually, he TP'd himself forward into the anti-mage and only 3 hits. It gets free gold over to the anti-mage.
All right, everyone's dying here.
ADTR's going to pop as well. It's just one after the other. Weehar's got a triple kill. Net may even die from the fall. In fact, he does do so. It's an ultra kill for Weehar. They take the tower and level it up at 11-11 for Team Secret and Fnatic. That was just Secret. Looking like that it was just dealing with Fnatic 1 by 1.
Yeah, there's almost no way for Fnatic to recover now. Like, the team fight was supposed to be kind of the strong angle, but they just got ripped apart. Superior ward vision and the fact that they were corralled in. On top of the Aegis advantage, like, the Earth Spirit did a lot of damage, but I don't think they were able to get their Zeus ulti off. I think he just got popped pretty quickly. Yeah, there's no way that he got his ulti off. Or maybe it was on cooldown, but regardless, without it up, not enough for them in the tank. And most importantly, this anti-mage is absolutely massive. We talked about how it was going to be difficult to deal with him if you don't have control of the map. And you just lost all control of the map. You fed a ton of gold to him.
The anti-mage has 11,000 net worth 19 minutes in.
Yeah.
I was actually wondering where the build would come out for Envy. Because obviously the mana stars can be great up against these intel heroes. Like, he just burns off all the mana of the Zeus, and then it's going to inflict heavy damage into the lineup of Fnatic. But I was wondering if you'd go for the BKB just because he's worried about the orchids and silences and stuff. But I suppose the mana stars going to break that anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think this is almost in like 95% of anti-mage games the build. If you're super far behind, there's some cases where you'll skip the Vlads. But for the most part, this is kind of the direction that you want to go. Like, the Vlads allows you to continue to scale. You can farm enemy ancients pretty safely. It gives you mana regen, some damage, helps you push the lanes out.
surprisingly enough, Weehar gets caught out inside the Radiant jungle.
I think he was looking for a solo pick-off and hoping that Fnatic were going to be split up farming a little bit.
Instead, Prophet Orchid's even he goes down.
The scary part is, I don't think his death matters too much, because the anti-mage just continues to farm. But this matters a lot. Now that the Invoker is dead, they feel pretty comfortable taking this fight, but I think there's some really good game sense by YIGI. He 100% knows that this is coming. They're not putting pressure anywhere else on the map, despite the fact that they've killed the Invoker now, and he's reading this perfectly.
He's actually running away. He's looking down towards Ohio in the top lane. There's no reason to risk anything, so he stays in the trees.
I think he is thinking actually about going on Ohio. No, okay, thank God.
Also, luck. Thank God for him, he doesn't blink himself up. That Sprout being planted.
Yeah, the vision play was really good there, but I think it's about time for Fnatic to exit this area before everybody from Secret decide to come in. They've got a smoke available.
They TP all 4 and then smoke.
Yeah, I think you got to get out. Like, the time period has passed.
They're moving over to fight.
They 100% know what's going
They're setting
on.
the trees at the moment, and there's your Blink Crush. ADTR, it's a Fiend Script. DJ, where's that boulder? He throws it out now. We'll end up cancelling off the Fiend Script, but ADTR, he's already ticking down. He's got an Urn Charge on him too. He'll go for the Magnetize, but EE just walks in, instantly mops up DJ. They run after down the third. Net, no way to survive. Paladai will kill Secure with that decay. A double kill for the Undying. And Secret really wanted to fight. That was the fresh mech up for Paladai. They wanted Fnatic to come into them. And they got their wish.
It's going to be a tower down 2 for Team Secret as Fnatic. Again, I don't know how else to put it, but the Phantom Assassin is completely phased out of this game now. Like, when you decide to aggro dual lane, you get like 1 CS a minute. There's no real way to recover that position. And on top of that, Secret continue to put pressure. It's almost just like, we're going to break you. And it almost feels like kind of like cruel. It's like rough, you know, it's like the ultimate trial by fire. And I mean, things have really spiraled out of control as
That's a quick spawn for him.
the anti-mage almost has the Manta.
He's going to go take Roshan now.
Oh, he does have the
Like,
Manta.
they just got to put amplification over on Roshan. He just blinks in and goes for it.
Yeah.
But Fnatic will probably try and contest this, and Secret will be thinking that too.
I think you at least have like one more. I think you have like one more fight into the Roche pit. But if you lose this fight,
Oh, this might work. Catching Mushi out. Weeha able to get that Orchid off. Mushi with a Cold Snap. Very difficult to get away. He'll end up surviving and actually commit suicide with the Blink Crush. They bring down the Earth Spirit and moving into Net. Again, he's going to be that third casualty, but they split the fight up. So Net gets sold up by Weeha, and ADTR's on the run, but then right there, another Blink Crush with a Mana-style pop. They take 4 heroes. And now it's either a guaranteed Roshan, or you can just go for a, well, you can go for a tower if you want to.
yeah.
But Weeha's moving so quick. Tornado to catch Ohio, not going to fly.
I don't think it quite.
He didn't have it at the point.
It doesn't. But right now, it's like hard to say ever that a game is just like completely over or that a team doesn't have a chance. But I think right now it's more interesting to just kind of discuss where things went wrong. Like that decision to go for the dual lane on top of the fact that they just weren't able to protect their PA. I know like the PA is going to get a lot of criticism, but that was just a rough lane to deal with.
Yeah.
Like there's just almost no kill potential for them in that lane. It's not even that defensive. It's hard to get levels against like an Undying Bane. Those are two of the better supports at just right-clicking and zoning. And then on top of that, the Slardar got a really quick Blink Dagger, and the Anti-Mage had almost complete farm. So it's hard to just like put this game on one player. I think this was more just Secret outplaying them a little bit, more strategy.
God. Ohio. He's walking. Yeah, he's got Weeha sitting at his feet, but Weeha just didn't have vision of that hillside. He TP'd in there, summoned a whole bunch of trees to reveal his position being there, and Team Secret didn't find him or the aggressive ward he placed. And Undying has just become like 10 times more powerful with his range. Look at the range of Decay on Pylite Eye. It's gotten even bigger now because of this this lens, this ether lens of his.
So from now, Secret, all they have to do is they've just got to be careful. Like you worry. I think you worry about.
Don't be no careful. He kills Ohio solo, and they can move down. Mushi let the lightning bolt go. DJ caught inside the tree line, and now he'll snowball up, looking for Weeha, and then, well, okay, there's a big return of damage. It's a double kill already, arriving for Eternal Envy, and that is GG. Fnatic say no more. Team Secret will claim all 3 of the points and repair the damage that was done during the first series of today, and puts them in a good position to qualify out of Group A.
Really well done by Team Secret. Like that was clinical. They played that pretty well. They knew that what their lineup function was. That you just get to the phase where the anti-mage is out of control. Like with Amplify,